Hi guys, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And we are
Conbini Cult.
So today is episode 5 of our podcast. We've come so far.
I know, look at us. And as you can see, if you are watching on YouTube, we are in a new space.
Hopefully the sound is better. We did enjoy recording at the deck, but I think that room is not really ideal for podcasting. Like, it's a really big empty room, so there's nothing to absorb the sound, so the echo was really bad. I did my best to edit the audio to reduce the echo, but there's only so much you can do. So now we have different mics too. We get to hold them very close to our face.
I like this. But one more thing, we just want to say thank you so much to the deck for letting us borrow that space for the first 4 episodes. It was really great.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We might go back there just to work and
hopefully find other spaces to record too. But anyway, so you like this new mic setup?
Yeah, hopefully you guys like the sound as well. So today we have another interesting topic, and that is
embarrassing moments in Japan. Yeah.
So I think the only appropriate choice for word of the day would be...
Shall I? Oh, okay. Hazukashi, which means?
Embarrassed.
Yeah. So if you ever do something embarrassing in Japan, you can say like, hazukashi. And that means embarrassing. I've heard it be described like when you're shy about something too, I guess. Too. Yeah, when you're embarrassed about stuff. But do you ever experience any hazukashi moments in Japan lately or ever?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah? Are you kind of hazukashi-gari? So you're like always embarrassed, I guess, or easily embarrassed?
Yeah, I guess because I'm super anxious, so I also get embarrassed pretty easily. But then I forget about it, so...
Yeah, same here.
It's fine.
Yeah, so we asked a lot of people about their hazukashi moments here in Japan, and we got a lot of good ones. So
we had some very funny responses.
Yes.
But first, I just want to ask you, how was your week? Did anything interesting happen?
What did I do? Oh, I went back to work after taking a whole week off. So it was the first time in a long time just taking a whole week to hang out with friends. I had a friend visiting from the States. So we went, all those typical places like Kyoto, Osaka, did some sightseeing together. It was my first time seeing her in over 8 years or something. She was my roommate back when I studied abroad in Tokyo. So shout out Tori, hi. And then after that, my sister was getting married and she had her wedding ceremony in Fukuoka, actually. So I went to Fukuoka for the first time. I got to see some family there for the first time since COVID, basically. Japanese weddings are very expensive, but they're very, very nice. And then I got to try ichiran in Fukuoka.
Oh, the original ichiran.
Yes. And I think...
Some people say it's better. Is it?
Okay, so remember in episode 2 where I just slandered ichiran for like 5 minutes straight?
Yeah, see... No, they're never going to sponsor us, Cheyenne.
I'm so sorry. Simasen. But I ate it, I guess the real deal for the first time in Fukuoka. And it's really, really good. So, it's really good. But I will stand my ground and say it's not something I would like wait for hours in line for, or for a long time. But
I have a question. How long did you wait? Because I've been to Fukuoka many times, and even once at like 10 a.m. I tried to go, and there was already a line.
Yeah, I mean there was still a line,
so
but
I didn't go.
I waited maybe 15 minutes or so.
Well, that's it?
And that's 15 to 20, so nothing too crazy. It was a good amount of time for me where like my boyfriend and we just waited it out. It would have taken the same amount of time to like walk around and look for a new place to eat in our case. So we waited about 15 to 20 minutes and it was fine. It was a great experience, and I slurped that whole bowl up. There was no crumbs or no drops of soup left. So this is my formal apology. I'm very sorry, but also it's still a little overrated everywhere else outside of Fukuoka, I would say.
Okay. Interesting.
Anyway, how was your week? What did you do?
So since we last recorded an episode, I did go to Shikoku, to Tokushima, Kagawa, and Kochi prefectures in search of off-the-beaten-path sakura spots.
Nice.
And I did find those. It was a very great trip.
Yeah, good.
I took the bus from Osaka to Tokushima, and then I rented a car, and then went around. I felt pretty good about my driving because there are so many... Shikoku has really intense mountain roads.
Okay.
But I felt good about it because I had, like, conquered those.
Yeah, nice. And were they really, like, windy and twisty going up the road? Yeah.
Very steep, very narrow, very twisty. And then in Kochi, like, one of the hotels I stayed at, I had to go to a parking garage that had the most narrow parking garage I've ever been in my life. It was very stressful, but I made it in and out of there with no problem. So I felt like, yes, I've conquered everything.
Nice.
And then, of course, I was stopped at a red light, and someone rear-ended me.
What? Are you serious?
That is the final boss.
Yeah.
Totally out of my control.
Oh, no. So how many vehicle accidents have you been in Japan, or been in Japan?
This would be the 4th.
Okay.
And none of them have been my fault. Like, I got hit while I was on a bicycle. I got hit while I was on a moped. And this is the second time I've been hit in a car. But, like, I was stopped.
Yeah. So, what a bummer. And so you said they rear-ended you, and were they, like, pretty apologetic,
yes.
About it? And was everything handled okay?
He was very apologetic.
Oh.
Even his boss came to apologize to me as well.
Oh,
so,
that's like some Inaka stuff for you. So he was like a younger guy then?
Yeah, maybe. I think he must have been on his phone or something and didn't realize that everybody was stopped at the light. So poor me, in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, and you rented that car, so everything was okay with the rental agency and stuff? Like, you didn't have to pay?
I didn't have to pay anything.
Okay.
Both cars ended up getting towed, and then the insurance company, because I was supposed to take the bus back from Tokushima, but the insurance company booked me a bus instead from Kochi. They asked me, like, how do you want to get home? Do you want to get another rental car? Do you want to fly? Do you want to...
Wow, that's really nice of them.
Take the train, take the bus.
How accommodating.
Yeah, I thought bus was the easiest one because I could, like, take a nap on the bus. Train, I would have to transfer a lot. I did not want to get back into another car after that.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, okay. And so I'm glad you're okay. Everyone is safe.
Yes.
No injuries, so that's good.
Yeah, I had some neck pain, but it's feeling better now.
Oh, no. Okay. You should, go to the hospital and check it out because we have insurance.
I did.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Don't worry. I got a CT scan. Nothing wrong. It was just a sprain.
Okay.
But I'm feeling better.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And also, I mean, you can see in the notes here.
Oh, yeah. What does that mean?
When we had our overrated episode, somebody had said that, like, the burping and farting was overrated, and we were so confused by that.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, I've never heard people, like, burp or fart in public,
Yeah.
And then we manifested it. Okay.
I was getting takeout food, and I went into the restaurant to wait, and there was a table of guys that were, like, right next to me. I didn't make eye contact with them because they seemed like they were really noisy. They were playing music loudly on their phone and just, like...
Yuck.
I don't know. They reeked of cigarettes. They just...
Okay.
I didn't want to make eye contact with them, but they were also burping.
Like, loudly to each other, like rating each other's burps. What do you mean?
Not like that.
Okay.
Like casually burping, and I had to put the noise canceling on my headphones.
Ugh.
And then when they got up to pay, that was when I was able to get a good look at them. It was 2 Japanese guys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
if
surprising.
anybody's going to say, like, oh, it must have been a foreigner. No, it was 2 Japanese guys.
Yeah. And they were just farting as well, or? Okay.
No, actually, luckily, no farting that I could hear.
Okay.
Maybe they did when I put my noise-canceling headphones back in.
I see. Sorry. Both burping and farting were on your memos, and so I thought you were going to start the story with, like, yeah, I heard them, like, burping and stuff, and then by the end, when they were checking out, they just let out a big old fart or something. So I was like, all right, nice, yeah.
Luckily, no. But yeah, I put in the notes my sentence was accidentally manifested the burping and farting.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It should have been just manifested the burping.
Well, I can't wait till I hear. Oh, no, I can wait, but I'll probably hear it from now on. Like, it's one of those things, like like you just said,
Once you pay attention
once
to
you
it.
pay attention to it, or like once someone says it once and then you just can't unsee or unhear, I guess. Yeah. So, all right. I guess it'll be my time soon.
Yeah.
Very
I'm so
nice.
sorry. I don't want to put this burden on you.
No worries. Kind
But,
of excited.
Okay, so for our embarrassing stories, it's a mix of embarrassing moments and then also embarrassing language mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're somebody learning a second, third, fourth, whatever, like new language, you're bound to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You're bound to mix up words.
It happens.
And sometimes you say something bad and you didn't mean to.
Or something silly, and then
Yeah.
it's fun, and people laugh, and then that might just make you friends, I think, Yeah.
I do it all the time.
I still do it too.
Yeah.
Have you done one recently that you'd like to share, or save it for the end?
I can't think of anything right now, but maybe some of these stories will remind me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I think embarrassing yourself is also like a really good way to learn a language, because when you're embarrassed, you're going to remember and you're not going to say it like that again.
Yeah, that's definitely how I've learned a lot of the words I know in Japanese, because I've messed it up once and then I'm still haunted by how embarrassing that felt, and
Yeah.
I'll never ever do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. All
But
right.
as far as like non-language embarrassing things, like, yeah, I don't know, just like walking into the wrong place by mistake or
Walking into the wrong place. I work, kind of around or at a cafe, and I bump into stuff a lot. Like, my spatial awareness is very bad, so that's not like a language mistake or anything. I just the space between each table is a little too small for my body, so I'm like bumping into people all the time, and that's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Yeah. All right, shall we get into it?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I did ask people on Instagram again to submit some stories to us. And also, by the way, if you ever want to submit stories or questions to us, you can email us at combinicultpod@gmail.com.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so the first one is... Actually, you read this one because the next one,
Okay.
only I know this story.
All right, sounds good.
You read the first one.
Okay, so let's get into it. The first one says, I was reading a book with a kid and pointed at grass and said, "This is kuso," instead of kusa. So, yeah, if you are unfamiliar with both words, so kusa is the right word they were trying to
Grass.
say, grass, and they said shit, right? So, this is kuso. That's pretty funny. Something I would do for sure. Okay, nice.
Yeah, the next story is a classic one from one of my friends. Yeah, so we used to teach English together, and at this school, they had like preschool, but then also eikaiwa classes. So I think the kid was, I don't know, maybe like 12 or something. And there is a classic toy in Japan called a kendama, which is like a wooden
Yeah.
toy with a ball on it, and
I
you can
see.
like, it has a string, so you like toss the ball and try to get it on different points on the stick.
The stick, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how
Yeah.
to
You
describe it.
probably know what it is. Yeah,
Yeah, you've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
Kendama is the thing. So maybe this kid had an interest in kendama, but my friend, she asked him like, "Oh, what did you do this weekend? Did you play with your kintama?" So, kintama means balls.
Yes. So just for future reference, don't ask your students if they played with their balls over the weekend.
Yeah, please don't ask anybody
That is
if
so
they played
funny.
with their balls over the weekend.
Yeah, but also, why do they sound so similar? Why Japanese people?
Because tama's a ball.
Tama is a ball, so I mean that does
Ken.
make sense. Honest mistake.
Yeah.
Honest mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
You can take the next one.
Sure. So someone said,
So,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
when they were ordering the food.
Okay, I see. Sorry, I had to like collect my thoughts for a
Sorry,
second.
my
So-
notes are messy.
No problem. So, when you order oden, so a traditional, what is that, like soup dish, I guess?
Yeah, it's like
Kinda
a
soupy
broth. There's stuff on sticks, like vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
meat, fish,
Yeah.
eggs.
And sometimes people like to put karashi, so it's like a spicy mustard
Mm-hmm.
sauce on it. So this person said they wanted to ask for karashi, but they accidentally asked for a kareshi. And so kareshi means...
boyfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
Oden
mean-
with a side of boyfriend.
That's kind of fun, though.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Something else from one of my friends. So there's something you can get at the Conbini, like ampan, is like a bread with red bean paste inside of it. So she wanted an ampan, and she said, "Ampan man kudasai." Ampan man, the character.
Yeah.
But
He's
he-
made of pang,
Yeah, he is an
and
ampan.
he is a man.
He's a man. He's an ampan man.
So again, honest mistake.
Yeah, I'm sure they knew what she meant.
Probably. Okay.
Okay.
So this next one, I guess the person who submitted this, they were drinking with their coworkers and their boss. And so in Japan, when you cheers your glass, you say kanpai. And this person, I guess where they come from, you say chinchin. And chinchin means... Do we say it? Yeah.
Male genitals.
Yeah. So chinchin is a penis. so while you're cheersing your drinks with them, they said penis. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah. An honest mistake.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody
Nice.
else said, not remembering that okashi, strange, and okashi, snack, and okashi, strange, are not the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Again,
Be careful.
why?
Yeah. And they just wanted to let everybody know, watch those long E sounds.
Yeah, for sure. Because they will really change the meaning
Yes.
of an entire sentence,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
All right.
So okashi, snack, okashi, strange.
Nice. Okay, so this next one is said, so maybe they're doing a homestay or something, so they called it their Japanese mom and dad. So they said, referring to my Japanese dad as anata. And I still remember the look I got from my mom, or my Japanese mom, my host mom. So if you're familiar, I think people use anata. When you're learning Japanese, anata is like you.
Anata means you.
Right?
But people don't really
Use
say
it.
that.
Yeah. So in this case, like couples, especially like married couples or like older couples, they say anata as in like honey or like dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anata. So imagine like you have this homestay student talking to her dad like anata. Yeah, I can imagine the mom's look too. Probably like, what? Yeah, that's funny. Honest mistake though, because that's what they teach you. All right.
Yeah. Okay, next one. My hobby is pottery, yakimono. But one time I told somebody that my hobby is yakitori, chicken skewers.
And you and I both, brother. Yeah.
They're both really good hobbies.
Yeah, good hobbies to have. Yakitori hobby, especially if you're like doing it at toriki or torikizoku.
Yep.
Good
Gotta
way
love
to
toriki.
good way to fulfill those hobby of yakitori for sure. Okay. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so I said onaka oppai, boobies, instead of onaka ippai, I'm full, and my husband never lets me forget it.
Yeah.
If I was your husband, I wouldn't let you forget it either.
Yeah. It's an easy mistake.
Yeah, that's funny. And that
Okay.
came in more than once, actually.
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
people said that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's a pretty common
Yeah.
language mistake.
Again, it sounds similar. Okay.
If you
Nice.
say it fast, maybe somebody wouldn't even notice.
Onaka oppai, onaka oppai, onaka ippai, onaka oppai, onaka ippai. Did you catch the difference? Oh, maybe.
Okay. Ooh, the next one is a little dark.
Mm-hmm.
Telling my fellow teacher I went to a Gokon party instead of a Gokon party. Still haunts me. So the first word that I said, that means S-A, assault. And the second one, Gokon, is like a...
What do you call it? Like a matchmaking party?
Yeah,
like
matchmaking.
matchmaking or like speed
blind date,
dating.
blind date,
blind date,
speed
speed
dating
dating.
kinda
So
thing?
people who are like going for the purpose of finding a
Finding a
partner.
partner,
Yeah.
yes.
And so there'll be like an even amount of boys and girls, and then you just talk to each other the
Yes.
whole night, right? You pay money to attend those too.
Yeah, usually. But have you ever been on a Gokon?
No. No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, actually, I've been
Oh.
on two.
Very fun. Okay, and were they good experiences? Like, was it pretty cool? Like, how was it?
Yeah, I didn't meet anybody, but it was a very interesting experience and a good language learning practice.
Yeah,
I
that
think,
makes sense.
So when I first moved to Japan, I was in Tokyo for 2 years, and I did like a language exchange in New York for a little bit. So
Okay.
one of my best Japanese friends, like I met her in New York at the language exchange.
Nice.
So when I moved to Tokyo, she was already back home, and she invited me to a gokon, and I
Okay.
thought like, okay,
That was my next
I'm
question.
really nervous,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think this would be good practice for me,
Cool,
good cultural
nice.
experience. So yeah.
Was it like as not awkward, not saying they are awkward, but like did you feel any sense of awkwardness or like shyness, or was everyone there pretty outgoing, because you're all there for like the same purpose, you know? So I wouldn't feel like people are kind of shy in that setting, or what did you think?
I think the ones that I went to, I don't know if anybody was really interested in each other. It was more like the whole group was talking to each other. And then the one that I went with my friend, she told me after, and like a couple of her friends are like, yeah, we didn't like those guys.
Okay, nice.
So
And then that's cool too. If
I
you're
mean-
like, it's not a match if you don't really vibe with each other. You kind of just move on, I assume.
yeah.
Cool.
You
Nice.
got to talk to people to know. So
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So make sure you go to a gokon
Go to
party.
a gokon.
Okay. All right. Next one is I had a terrible. Sorry, one more time. I had terrible stomach problems for months, and it turned out to be the Coke with laxatives in it. First of all, what are you talking about? Second of all, where can I get some? No, I'm kidding. But Coke,
I didn't know there's a drink like that.
Coke with laxatives. So, like, did you buy it at a pharmacy, and do they make it like, I don't know, some special flavored laxatives for people who like
Yeah.
have a hard time drinking medicine? Is that?
This is one we need more context for.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google
with
this
laxatives.
later.
Gotta
Interesting.
be careful you don't accidentally
Yeah.
buy that one.
What do you mean? I'm so confused, but I hope you feel better. Okay. Next.
Someone said, I was embarrassed when I called puchi tomato pochari tomato instead. So instead of like a mini or like petite tomato, they called it a chubby tomato.
Which is
That's
so cute.
cute.
I like
I would eat
it.
a chubby tomato.
Would you be my pochari tomato?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Aw.
you.
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome, Anata. Okay. This person said, I've definitely said "iterashai" back to a coworker before when they were welcoming me. Oh, yeah. So, what scenarios do you say "iterashai" to people?
Irashai, irashaimase. Maybe say it back to the staff.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's.
Nice.
I think that's an easy mistake to make because, of course, like I don't know, if somebody said like hello to you, you would say hello back.
Yeah.
So if somebody said like, I think I mistyped this. I think it was irashai,
Oh, sorry.
as in like irashaimase.
Then I definitely read that wrong too. Sorry.
That's my bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I do that though. Like, don't you do that, or like me personally, I just hit myself, I'm sorry. When you're learning a language, it's kind of easy to, mimic, I guess, or just
Yeah,
repeat
yeah.
stuff over. So, I don't know. I would have done the same thing probably. All right, next one.
Okay. Let's see. My recent language mistake was telling someone shunyu ganai instead of shuno ganai. So they said they wanted to say that I have no storage space, but they said I have no income.
I mean, like, you and me both. No, I'm kidding.
Join the club.
Join the club. Yeah, welcome to the club. All right. Oh, this one's funny. I was surprised with my first Nihongo Jozu and answered, hi. Still cringe about it. Yeah.
The classic, your Japanese is so good.
And they're like,
And they're
yeah.
like, yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Floor in my host family's house was so clean I slipped down the stairs, bruised my tailbone.
Ouch.
Oh no.
I know. That must be really embarrassing. And this was kind of was this the first one we got that wasn't like language related?
Yeah, one of the few.
Nice.
Most of the submissions were language mistakes, but this one is just
Yeah, that's honestly just really
an
embarrassing.
moment.
And a bruised tailbone hurts.
Hurts.
It hurts, yeah. So thank you for sharing your pain with us. All right. Oh, This one was funny. I laughed a lot when you read it. Okay.
I said hello after the clerk said hi to my question.
So we're going to play out a scenario how this would look.
Okay.
All right.
Anpan kudasai.
Hi.
Hello.
And scene. It's so
That's
funny.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This one said, I misunderstood kire. So the staff meant the word to be like it's clean, kire, but not that I'm pretty. Or they thought they meant they were pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it was both. Maybe they thought you were pretty too.
Yeah. And in all fairness, the word means this or both things.
Yeah.
So
Clean and beautiful.
whose fault is that?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I went into shock, fainted because I ate takoyaki that was too hot at a DJ party in Ishikawa.
I have so many questions. One, where are there DJ parties in Ishikawa?
You gotta go to Ishikawa for it.
I guess
Have you been
so. Ishikawa, no.
Okay, that's why you've never been to a DJ party.
Well, there you
with
go.
takoyaki.
I guess so. I mean, takoyaki, that's Osaka, though, right? Like,
True.
Who's eating takoyaki at a
True.
DJ party in Ishikawa? I'm, like, judging this person so hard. I'm so sorry. I'm just so confused. But, like, I want to know, were you DJing and then taking a takoyaki break and then fainted or just in the middle of party or what? But that's intense. That
Yeah.
takoyaki. Well, takoyaki is so hot.
Yeah,
Like,
I say that all the time. Like the first time I had it, I burnt my mouth really
yeah,
badly.
yeah. You guys have to like cut it open and then just wait for it to cool off too. I don't have the patience to eat it all the time. But
Yeah. I would do it like a soup dumpling. Like you poke a hole in it
and then
let the steam come
steam
out.
out. Yeah, yeah, that's smart. Ooh, this one I liked because it's such an honest mistake. I would do too. So their embarrassing moment. They said, when I thought the pork tonkatsu sauce jug was tea and I poured it into my teacup. Can you imagine their surprise, like expecting tea and it's just this thick like brown sauce? Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Not with that sauce, but it reminded me of a time. Actually, no, sorry. The next story reminded me of something, so ignore that.
Okay.
Okay,
Moving on.
next one.
Okay.
The number of times I used to buy drinking yogurt or amazake instead of milk and made coffee with it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Were you just pooping your brains out after that cup of coffee? Yogurt and coffee first thing in the morning?
The same as the Coke with the laxatives in it. Same.
There it is. Maybe they're next to each other in the grocery aisle. Oh, man.
So it was this story that reminded me of my mistake. So for some reason, like the salt and the sugar is in a really similar place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I bought a huge thing of salt and I put salt in my coffee.
Ooh.
It was gross.
That's
But then,
funny.
yeah, I quickly realized, like, shio is
Yeah.
salt. There's only one kanji for that.
Yeah.
And then sato is sugar. There's two kanji. So if you can't remember what they actually are, then at least, like, salt is one character.
Yeah.
Sugar's two.
Yeah, but the confusing part with those two, like you said, they're like really near each other in the
Yeah, they
grocery
look the
store.
same.
They look the same. And in Japan, for most brands, they're just in this big plastic bag. Like, and so, like, at least from what I remember in the US, salt, I don't know, like, there's imagery, like the design of the cans and stuff. Like,
Yeah, the packaging is totally
like, the
different.
packaging is very different. And it just, the way it's designed is like sugar just has this, I don't know, like a sweet, like, there's just sweet stuff on the packaging, I think. I could be wrong. And then like salt is just a totally different picture. So you don't even have these like other visuals to really like help you remember. It's just in this clear white bag and they're both white granulated substances. So you really have to rely on that kanji. So good luck. How was your salty coffee?
Disgusting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Live and learn.
Live and learn. All right. This next one I might butcher only because I'm also bad at like reading Japanese. So they said,
That's a lie.
when I mix up kyocho, which means emphasis, with chokyo, which means like breaking in an animal or training animals, it also has like an other meaning, which means like BDSM
BDSM.
and stuff. So yeah, depending how that conversation is going, you might like to say you want to emphasize something, or you might accidentally say
You want to dominate someone.
Mm-hmm. Both are fine.
Accidental dominatrix.
Yeah. New career move. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty lucrative.
That's probably one of the most like intense language mistake moments we've had out of all of these like submissions, at least. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the one we were like, whoa. Nice. I'm really curious, like, what the person's reaction was, like, the person they were talking to. Like, what if it was, like, a teacher at school, if you're, you know, working at a school or something? Very
True.
curious.
Or if you accidentally said that to students, that would be pretty mortifying.
Ooh, yeah, that would be, like, even worse, for sure. Oh, man. Let us know. Okay.
Okay. The last one that I have... Actually, no, there's one more after this, because we got an email.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right.
I remember being in Daiso and I wanted a bag, but instead of saying the correct word, fukuro, I asked for ofuro, a bath.
Can you go to the sales clerk? Can I have a bath? That's funny.
Oh, wait, I lied. We have two more.
Okay, nice.
There was one more Instagram submission that was kind of long, but let's go to the email.
Yeah, while Frankie is going over to the email, speaking of like fukuro, meaning bag, did you know fukuro also means owl? And fukuro also means mother. Like that's how some people refer to their mother. Like ohukuro, like they're the person that like carried them.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, I've only heard like older like gentlemen say that word. So depending on the context, please be careful. You could be talking about a bag, an owl, or your mom, but also your mom.
Your mom.
But I'm sure it depends on the intonation. I don't know the difference between like how to pronounce them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact. All right.
Yeah.
What's this email one?
Okay.
Oh, I'll read it. Okay,
Go
so
for it.
Sure. The subject title is embarrassing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So they said, on my first trip to Japan in a station toilet and my first experience with a squat toilet, I accidentally pressed the alarm button instead of flushing. The staff was very quick on the spot and asked if everything was okay. I felt really stupid. Oh. Can you imagine?
I mean,
honest mistake.
sometimes the flush buttons are like kind of unclear.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
they all look different. So a lot of
Yeah.
times it takes me a minute to figure out
Yeah.
which one it is.
Yeah, for sure. And like, was that alarm like, meh, meh, like the iPhone alarm, like ringing throughout the station?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I've never heard the toilet alarm.
I've never heard it, and I don't ever want to hear it. Yeah. Have you had any like other like toilet malfunctions while here? I reminded myself of one, but I want to ask you first.
No, I can't think of one.
No. When I first came here studying abroad, I used to live in like a female dorm. And so, yeah, all of the toilets, it was like one big shared bathroom essentially with different toilet stalls. And they each had the bidet on it too. And that was my first time kind of using that. And same, I was like, ooh, I'm in Japan. I'm going to use the bidet, and turned it on. And I was like, nice, all done. Where's the off button? And then the off button was red. And so I did the opposite of this, where I thought like, okay, red, that must mean like an alarm or like something's going to go off. But it just was actually to stop it. So I sat on that toilet with wet bits for like 10 minutes just trying to figure it out. And I think I had my phone in Google Translate at the time. I don't know. I think I just took a chance and pushed that button. But yeah, feel your pain. I was so clean for the rest of the day.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any others?
Yes. This one is our longest story.
Okay, Frankie's gonna give us a story time.
Okay, so they said, I once wore a yukata all day, and towards the end, people were behaving quite differently towards me. It felt more like catcalling. When I came back to the guest house, the Japanese people complimented me, but also tried to close up the front, which loosened over the course of the day. When I asked why, I got no response, so that really bothered me. A few days later... Oh, wait, so they didn't even tell her, like...
Oh, no.
Right away.
What?
Oh, no. Okay, a few days later, when I went on a trip with my language school and told a friend about it, she thought about it and had a bad idea. Then she told me she has this manga sketchbook, and in it is a section on how to draw prostitutes where they wear loose yukatas. Bottom line is I ran around like a prostitute for half a day, which also explains the catcalling.
No! Oh, no. I'm
That's
sorry.
really embarrassing.
Yeah, that is really embarrassing. Also, that makes me angry because no one said anything all day.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know. If I was on the street and I saw somebody, like...
yeah.
if
Especially
they
like
didn't
girl to
notice,
girl. And
yeah.
be like, oh, like, you know, it's open. Like, I've done that with people whose like skirts are riding up, you know, and
Yeah.
like, you know, that happens.
Or even something innocent with like, oh, your backpack is open.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Sorry nobody told you.
Yeah, that is really embarrassing. Or that's really frustrating. So, some advice. If you ever see someone, you know, in the future where their bag is open, like Frankie said, or I don't know, like their wallet like looks like they're going to fall out, please say something and be kind to each other. Help them out. One thing I like always like ask and try to do for others is if people are wearing lipstick, I
yeah.
always want someone to tell me if it's
Yes.
on my teeth or
Yeah.
not. I don't care if you
Food
feel
in
like
your
it's
teeth.
awkward, anything. Yeah, I will. And maybe people don't feel this way, but I will always tell you too.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I hope you tell me. Yeah.
It doesn't feel good, but like,
But
it'd
you
be
know what
better to
also?
just
Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah, you know what also doesn't feel good? Walking around all day with like red teeth. So, yeah. Oh, man.
yeah, sorry.
Oh, man, what a bummer. Well, is that all the embarrassing submissions we have?
Yeah.
Wow, we got through a lot, I would say.
That's it. Maybe in the future we can do another episode on it because, I really liked these.
Yeah, and I know our word of the day was hazukashi, so embarrassing, but I think a bonus word, if you made it this far, to get over your shyness or your embarrassing moment is donmai. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay.
What's that?
So it's like katakana English for don't mind. Donmai. And so
okay.
that's like what a lot of people say here, like, oh, like, you know, it's no biggie.
Don't worry
like,
about
don't
it.
worry, it's no biggie. Like, we'll get over it kind of thing. Or like, don't stress about it. So,
Okay.
donmai.
Donmai.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
another day tomorrow.
Aw.
Yeah. Who am I acting all positive? All right. Well,
Okay.
that's all the stories we have for today. Thank you so much for listening, if you're just listening, or watching on YouTube. If you noticed, Frankie has different hair this week. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. It's so
Yes.
cute. Was that planned for spring?
Yes, usually for spring I dye my hair pink for Sakura season.
Fun.
I got this really cheap dye from Loft. It was like
from Loft.
yeah,
Nice.
240 yen for a little packet.
Oh,
I used
okay,
3 of
okay.
them.
Okay. That's
But-
still
but
very
still.
affordable, very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know Manic Panic.
Yeah.
Like
Manic
the
Panic's
crazy color dyes?
expensive here.
It's
Yeah.
so expensive here. It's
Yeah.
like 2,400 yen.
Yeah, and
for
it's like the
one,
tiny jar.
And I need 2 of them.
Oh, for your whole head. That's
Yeah.
right. I've never dyed my whole hair with them before. Oh, yeah. So what is that? Like almost $50 then? Like,
Yeah.
and that's almost the same as like going to a salon, I guess, too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I have been to the salon for colored hair, and it washes out really quickly.
Yeah, salon
So-
dye in Japan, in my experience, does
Yes.
wash out pretty
Yes.
quickly. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So this
How
one was
fun.
very cheap. I'm
Yeah.
using pink shampoo to keep the color in
Okay.
longer.
Yeah, it
but-
looks so good.
Yeah, I like doing this because then once I get tired of the color, then I just wash
like,
it
wash it
normally.
out.
It gradually fades out.
Nice. I always like. I wish I could do that, but my hair is so dark. So
Yeah, sorry. That's,
it's okay.
that's the perk of being blonde.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe one day, but we'll see. Fun. It looks really good. So I just wanted to point that out. And did you get new nails?
Might have seen my hair on Instagram if you're just listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very fun.
My nails. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow.
Oops. Nice. What is your current nails, and then what are you planning to change?
The current nails are like
They're
kind of
so
like
cute.
a lacy trim, but with strawberries
Yeah,
on
they're
it.
very pink, and they just match the hair and everything. Very cute. And what are you, or is it a secret? We'll wait
It's
for
not
a
a
nail reveal.
secret, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna get tomorrow because it depends on the kind of like gems that the salon has.
Okay.
There's something that I really want, but I don't know if they have the pieces for it.
Fun.
So,
Nice.
yeah, but
Fun.
I'll post my nails on Instagram as usual.
Yeah, I'm waiting. That's like my monthly or my weekly tanoshimi, what I look forward to. Yeah, and I just I wanted to shout out this vest that my friend made. Her Instagram is Brandy Nicole Easter. Thank you for making this. Yeah, she's really talented and like makes all kinds of unique pieces out of recycled fabric and things. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get into her pink theme now that it's spring and I don't have to wear sweaters all the time. So I'm very, very happy about that.
Yes. If you're just listening, Cheyenne is wearing a very cute pink vest and it has a big bow on it.
That's made out of like old kimono
fabric?
Like, yeah, the obi, the belt part, I believe. Or maybe just the original rope. I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah, it's really
cute. Yeah. And we already described Frankie, but her hair is pink for the audio only people.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right.
Again, thank you so much for listening and watching. And we will catch you in the next episode.
Yes.
And please, your feedback is always welcome. We want to make sure you are enjoying this as much as we are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed it. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye. I think it went really well.